what is quantum physics? So quantum physics is a science that shows you how everything comes into reality. Everything comes into reality. Physical, what we call physical stuff. That's how it comes into our reality. So that's what quantum physics shows us. But there is something deeper about quantum mechanics that is a game changer now. It's literally changing the game big time. So here's what and how it works. So we live in what we call a physical world, right? At least that's what you think. Uh-uh. Man, oh man, have I got some really powerful insights for you guys today. And it's everything is all backed up with scientific proof. This is gonna blow your mind. And man, the thing about it is like this physical doesn't exist. Nothing is physical. There's no physical stuff, guys. So we have Newtonian physics that's happened 400 or 500 years ago, 16th century. You know, Isaac Newton, the apple fell. He says, gravity, and then we have laws of motions. But here's what happens now, and this is what we've been discovering. And what we're discovering is actually like old news. This was known like thousands of years ago. Buddha, Hinduism knew this. These mystics, teachers, ascended masters, they all knew this thousands of years ago. There's certain tribes and the Hopi Indians. They all knew this stuff. Native Americans. And you have all these different tribes all over the world. The Incas, even the Egyptians. They all knew this, but they just didn't have what we call science to prove it. Back then, science didn't exist. So this is not new stuff. This has been out there. But now, because we're so technologically advanced as human beings, we have the ability to create machines and mechanisms to test our world. So let's show you what happens. So your body is made up of flesh, bone. Break that down, you get molecules. So you break your flesh down, you get to molecules. Break the molecules down, then you go into the quantum world. So we got the atom, proton, the electron. So we break that down and we find smaller particles. We got muons, gluons, and then we break that down. We go even to deeper, then we find strings, and this is where you have string theory that just came in. It's trying to unify theory of relativity and make all this make sense. So, but here's the interesting thing though, is that the deeper you peer into the atom, you find that what you call matter is a tiny speck. The atom, or the spaces between the atom, is predominantly just empty. There's just nothing. And then when you get even deeper down, then the strings, they're even more immaterial. So it poses a very profound implication, a very profound theory, that maybe what really creates quantum physics or this world is actually our consciousness. Because what we're finding, guys, is that all of this shouldn't exist, but yet we are existing. That's what the atom and quantum physics says. And then it goes in deeper and says all of this exists because of our awareness. Are you getting that? Awareness, not like a physical reality. Our awareness is creating our world. So it says that you actually have the ability to change your circumstances. So what is awareness? Awareness is basically the feeling of being alive. It's to be aware of you, your body, your inner feelings, inner thoughts, and awareness. It's called consciousness. Awareness and consciousness is the same thing. That's what awareness is to be aware. That's awareness. When you're not aware, you're just not aware. Nothing exists to you. Think of it before your birth. Before you were born, nothing, right? None of this, you didn't care, nothing happened. But when you came into the world, like the light turned on. So awareness is like plugging in and plugging in. So here's the next bombshell about all this. So we thought that we live in a universe. Uni means one verse, one thing. That now is being abolished, and every day now we're getting more theories, we're getting more evidence that we don't live in a universe anymore. We live in a multiverse. That's the next bombshell right there. So how does that affect your life? Well, check this out. You all heard of the Big Bang, right? That's how the universe came into existence. They're finding what's called cosmic microwave background, CMB. That's the leftover stuff from when the explosion of the Big Bang, to make it simple for you. So what they're discovering about that, they're finding traces of another universe. So our Big Bang was the end of another universe, creating our universe. Ah, guess you didn't know that. So the Big Bang wasn't the beginning. It was just another. So now we find that our reality of the universe is this multiverse. They exist in like bubbles. So they're like seas of bubbles of universe. And like they look like this. See this bubble? And they're floating like this. And then what happens when these bubbles touch? That creates an explosion. That creates a Big Bang. So our universe interacted with a parallel universe, another dimensional universe. And that explosion created our universe. You want to get more trippy than that? Now, this is all evidence, guys. Now we know quantum physics. You probably heard of these two terms. You heard of, what is it? Quantum entanglement and quantum superposition, right? So let me break that down to make it simple and show you what it means, especially quantum superposition. So what we discovered is that your life, right? Like anything you can think of, any decision you make and didn't make, like say today you decided to take the expressway and you didn't take the back road. What happens is every decision you make or didn't make, it branches off into a multiverse. That becomes quantum superposition. That means now every desire or every version of what you want exists as a probability. Now let me break that down to what that means. A probability of existence. It means that, okay, let's say you want to make more money and you want to have that dream life, that dream job, and you keep thinking about it, but the current version of you is not there. The quantum physics says that that version of you exists as a probability until you start to observe it. It becomes a possibility and then it turns into an actuality. So in quantum physics, everything exists as a probability. The best version of you exists out there right now as a probability of existence. So it doesn't mean it exists like a physical thing. Here's the best analogy so you can get this, and I used this before. Let's say it means the conditions are right for it to come into your world. So I'm going to show you how you bring it into your world. So the best analogy for you to understand this is, let's use the weather. So for it to rain, we have to have the right conditions. That means you have to see the cloud, you smell the mist, you hear the thunder, right? Then you know it's going to rain. It's not going to rain if it's like real sunny and bright. That's the same thing with quantum superposition. It means that the environment is right for you to rain. So how do you make it rain then if the environment is right? Rain means to get to your desired reality. The more attention and energy you put to that thing makes it rain, so to speak. So, okay, how do I do this? So what we discover now is your awareness, your focus. So that means if you constantly think about what you want, if you visualize it, okay, without, though, here's the key though, without putting resistance on it. And visualizing something without putting resistance on it, it means to approach it from a phase of non-attachment. It means like, I don't care if it happens, and I don't really care if it do, but I do care because it makes me feel good. That's all. It's just making me feel good, to just inspire me, to just motivate me and just make me feel good. That's what you call thinking about it without resistance. With resistance now is you think about it every day and say, man, I sure would love it to come. I need it to come. What would happen if it doesn't come? You're creating resistance right there. Okay? That's quantum physics. That's quantum superposition. Now we'll go to quantum entanglement. So now it says in quantum entanglement, like the lottery. I've been playing the lottery for years. So I became entangled with the lottery. That's why I get these numbers in my mind, in my meditation, and I play them, they come out. So that's what basic quantum entanglement means. The thing that you love, if you become entangled with the thing that you love, the thing that you love will love you more and start to make more evidence for you to get it. So if you become entangled with your passion, if you're a writer, you love to write, and if you're lottery, if you're money, if you become entangled with it, then the thing you become entangled with will start to show you evidence of more of it in your life. That's the next bombshell. That's quantum entanglement in easy terms. Here's the next big bombshell now. So all matter, it's just basically energy vibrating condensed at very high speeds. So quantum physics says now that these quantum particles, guys, they're constantly vibrating and moving now. They're oscillating, okay? The electron, the proton, the muons, the gluons, they're vibrating. They're giving off resonance. They're giving off a frequency. They're talking, they're singing. So because they vibrate so fast, they give us the illusion of solid objects. Me, you, car, house, tree, all that. Our brain takes that information and puts it the best way it can. That's how we see our physical world. So then it goes into the brain. Let's go deeper. Now it says our physical world it's not physical now, it's an illusion. It's like a hologram. Because now it says the brain is encapsulated in the back of a skull. It can't see light. Those photons come in and we get images. So now we know there's something broadcasting from outside this dimension that's showing us our world. Okay? The next thing about these particles are now, they have some sort of intelligence. They know when you want them or you're observing them. So reality isn't real. No, your reality isn't real. Now here, look, here's the thing I want you to understand, guys. Yes, you're experiencing, what you're feeling is real to you. Like, yes, your experiences, I'm not saying that you're living in like this thing where you're not feeling. I know you feel pain and all this stuff, but I want you to see the big picture. I'm speaking about a big picture here. What I'm showing you here is that the things that we are perceiving, the pain that you're feeling, it's all electrical signals. If you look at the big picture, it says that everything is coming from an immaterial, an invisible form, and then our brain is giving us, and we feel these feelings to us, but the objective reality is not real. The big picture here is that you have the ability to change the game. This is a game you're living in. Just like a video game. That's what this is all going down to. Think of a video game. Your life is analogous to a video game.